And through this conversation we've had, you've mentioned a lot of recommendations for new immigrants to Canada, and so I also wanted to just ask you: are there any kind of overarching tips or suggestions that you would give to new immigrants to Canada, or even potentially people who may be listening? Because just so you both know, I was looking at the stats of listeners the other day, and we do have listeners even in India. So anyone in India who may be considering making the move, and maybe they are afraid, or they think, oh, this is never going to happen, this is too hard. Any suggestions you may have for anyone new to Canada or looking to come to Canada?
Victor, that's a very, very deep question. And I would say I would have two answers here. The first answer would be for people who are looking forward and are struggling to get their points up, or are struggling to get their visa processing going.
Mhm.
There is not just one way of moving countries. So there are different ways of doing it. You can, if you're not getting the federal PR, try for provincial permanent residencies. What I did personally was, because of my age, I was not making points. So I went ahead and I did my French course from Alliance Francaise, which gave me a couple of extra points out there. So don't be
Mhm.
scared in learning new things, or even for people who have done their bachelor's, even if it takes you 2 more years to do your master's, make sure you're doing that. Make sure you are trying again when you're giving your IELTS or CELPIP examinations. So with me, I had to get CLB 9, or else there was no permanent residency. I failed twice, but the third time I got it. So never let that failure put you down. Do make a try. Do
Mhm.
go back, study, make sure that you are getting those skills to make that move. And for the second bunch of people who are already looking forward to come to you, Calgary or Canada out there are a ton of free resources that government has provided for newcomers and immigrants out there. So if you are coming to Calgary, I can talk about it. So there is CCIS for women. There is SIVA Immigrant Services. CRIAC is there for if you're looking for a mentorship program out there. Even if you're not here and you are willing to put some extra hours there to help you understand that what kind of a job strategies I can do, what is the best way to fit into the culture, how is the housing works, how the taxes work, like everything new. You can take the program from SOPA, which is Settlement Online Pre-Arrival Services. So these are the services provided by the government organizations to help you settle down. And also, your work does not stop here. So your work starts from here. So once you are here, once you have done all the processes, now it is the time to look for the job. So you have to put yourself out there. You have to do the work. And the only thing that's going to help you land an opportunity would be networking, networking, and networking. And I keep saying that. But
Mhm.
it's not going to be the success at one time. And you may or may not have that experience of failure. But if you do, again, what has Robin said and Victor says, go back to your why, because that is going to help you make that decision of going forward. I hear a lot of stories of people, putting all these efforts, coming to Canada, settling it down. Things didn't work out the way they want, and they go back. And that is the most
Mm.
heartbreaking moment for me when I feel that, because you remember why you started for it, and you don't let other people push you down. You make sure that you are there out there, and you're willing to do everything in your capacity and your capability to get your success, I would say.